Hello everyone, let's start with the series Roadmap to Become Competitive Programmer 5 star. So in this video I'll be solving 30-second problem, which is bus seat numbering. So uh, there is a bus with 30 seats. The seats are numbered from 1 to 30 and the numbering is as depicted in the image below. Okay, so they have given a bus. You can consider the lower one as lower deck and the upper one as upper deck. So in lower deck there are 15 seats, as you can see in this diagram. In upper deck also there are 15 seats, and also they have given us double seating and single seating. So basically what they're saying, as can be seen in the image, the bus is divided into two decks, the lower deck and the upper deck, with 15 seats each, and some of the seats come as single and some as double. For example, the seat 1, 2 are double. So in this, if you see, 1 and 2 are double seats, and whereas seat 11 is single. This one, if you see, this is considered a single because this is in pair, so it is double. This is single, so it is in single. You will be given a seat number and your job is to classify it as one of these four types. Okay, single, you'll have to, they'll give basically seat number, and you'll have to say if it is lower single seat or lower double seat or upper single seat or upper double seat. So yeah, it's easy. I'll tell you how to do it. Okay, the first line of input will contain a single integer t denoting the number of test cases. So the first line will contain t, which is basically the number of test cases in a function, and each test case consists a single line of input which contains single integer n, which is basically a seat number. So each line will contain integer n, which is basically seat number. Now you'll have to classify if it is lower single, lower double, upper single, or upper double. So there they have given 5 examples, and yeah, let's consider one by one each, and we'll have to figure it out if it is a single or double, lower upper deck. So let me take you to the board. So first one is 6. So they have said like we have a bus. Okay, this is a bus, and this one is lower deck and this one is upper deck. And lower deck, if you see, the seat arrangements are in this way. We have a double seat. Pardon me with my diagram, but you can visualize, and also they've given in the question. And these two, if you see numbering, this is 1, this is 2. Okay, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, this is 11, this is 12, this is 13, this is 14, this is 15. Okay, this is the seat arrangement. And in the similar way, in upper deck also we have a seat arrangement of doubles. I'll not number here, I'll just show you how it is given. So clearly you can see, if in first case they have given n as 6, which means seat number 6. So in the bus, the seat number from 1 to 15 is in lower deck, right? So we'll have to check first condition. If this here seat number is lesser than or equals to 15, then it will come in lower deck, right? So it will come in lower deck. And also, you know, seat number from 1 to 10 is a double pairs, so all these seats are in doubles, and 11 to 15 are in singles. So one more condition here will be, if this n is lesser than or equals to 10, then you can say if n is lesser than or equals to 15, that is lower, and if n is lesser than or equals to 10, in that case it is double. So for this n, since n is less than or equal to 15, also n is lesser than or equal to 10, so it is lower double, which is said in this lower double. Okay, now let's consider 28. So second one, n they have given is 28. So first you'll have to see condition. If n is less than or equal to 15, it is not. So you'll have to go to else condition. So when you go to else, which means it is an upper, n is not lesser than or equal to 15, so it is here somewhere. So now seat numbers were from here 16, right? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So last seat digit was 25, I mean range, and starting was 16. In upper deck, double seats were from 16 to 25. So in else condition, if you go, which means n is greater than equals to greater than 15, which means it is in upper deck. Now you'll have to find if n is lesser than equals to 25, which means it will be in double, but it is not a case. It is greater than 25, which means here we have 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So you will not go in if condition, you will go in else condition, and you will have to print, since if it is greater than equals to greater than 16, 15, so it is upper, and this n is greater than 25, which means it is single, right? So you'll have to print in this case say upper single. Slowly I'm building the code also there, the upper single. Now let's consider the third one, which they have given is 16. 16, right? Yes, and they have given is 16. Now again the same thing will do. If n is lesser than equals to 15, it is not, which means it lies in upper range, I mean upper deck. So you'll have to come in else condition, and here you have to again to if. So now we'll check if n is lesser than equals to 25, which means it lies in the range 16 to 25, which is correct. 16, as you can see from the diagram, it is in doubles. So here we'll have to print upper double, right? So in this case our answer will be upper double. Yeah, which is the case upper double. Now let's consider the fourth example, which is 13. And they have given is 13. Now as you can see, you'll have to check if n lies in upper deck or lower deck. So from the diagram you can see n is 13, which lies here, so it will be lower single, right? But we'll have to go to the code. Let's say n is lesser than equals to 15, which is true, will come here. If n is less than equals to 10, which is not true, so we'll go to else. In this else, so one thing sure is that if n is lesser than equals to 15, it is in lower deck only. But if it is single or double, that we will have to check. So for that we have checked it if n is lesser than equals to 10, because the range of lower is from 1 to 10. So 13 does not lie in this, so it is a double case. So you will have to print lower double. So for this answer will be lower double. Sorry, not double, single only. See, we have printed in if condition if n is less than or equals to 10, so it is double, but if it is not, which means it is single. So my bad, right, it is single, so it is upper single. Now let's consider the fifth example, which is where n is 10. So they have given n as 10. So from the diagram, if you see, it is in lower deck double. So we'll have to, let's say, go through the code. So if n is lesser than equals to 15, yes, because n is 10 here. Now if n is lesser than equals to 10, which is true, so it is lower double, which you can see clearly from the image also. So this is the basically pseudo code. This I'll be coding it up. So just give me a second. So n we have taken. Now we'll have to compare if n is lesser than equals to 15, which means it is in lower case, lower what was name, lower deck. Else n is like from 16, so it will be in upper deck. So upper deck. Now again you will have to consider in lower deck also 1 to 10 is reserved for doubles. So you'll have to consider if n is lesser than equals to 10, which means it is in double. So you'll have to print what, lower double. Else if it is not, see, if n is lesser than or equals to 15, that is true, but it is not lie in this range from 1 to 10, so it lies in this range, so it is single. Okay, now if let's say n is greater than 15, which is it starts from 16, so obviously we can see it is in upper deck, so we'll come here. Now we'll have to check if it is single or double. So for that, if n is lesser than or equals to 25, so in that case if you see, this is upper decks double lies from 16 to 25, so if it is lesser than 25, so in that case we'll have to print double. So see out upper double, else like it does not lie in this range 16 to 25, which means it lies in single range, so you'll have to print upper single. Okay, let's try to run the code. So as you can see, lower double, upper single, upper double, lower single, lower double, which is correct. Let's try to submit the code. Yeah, it got accepted. So basically it was an if else condition only. You'll have to just figure it out how seats are arranged, and what is the range of upper and lower, and in upper again what is the range of double, and what is the range of single seats, in the same way for lower lower deck also. So yeah, this was an easy problem only. So thank you guys for watching the video.